don't even know. So this is from 2016. This guy Morbid Knowledge tweeted this out on April. Listen to this. So Kid Rock's assistant had an accident on an ATV, and Kid Rock stumbles upon him laying there and apparently not breathing.
Mm-hmm.
So Kid Rock calls 911, calls 911, and listen to this.
Okay.
Listen to this. Now you tell me if this drives you crazy.
What's the address of your emergency?
My assistant looks to be dead.
Okay.
From a Polaris accident.
Okay, I can. Your phone is breaking up really badly. Can you repeat the address?
Well, I was able to hear him perfectly.
Yeah.
But she says his phone's breaking up really badly. But I could hear him perfectly there. Now, there does come a point where it starts to break up, but it wasn't breaking up there. Okay, here we go.
What's the address of your emergency?
My assistant looks to be dead.
Okay.
From a Polaris accident.
Okay, I can. Your phone is breaking up really badly. Can you repeat the address?
3631 Night Drive.
Okay. And is this a house?
So now you would think at that point, he says there's been an accident. Looks like the guy's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the address. You would immediately dispatch the ambulance. That's what I would. That's
How long
what I
ago was
think.
This?
Was in 2016.
Okay.
So you would think, oh, let's get there's been an ATV accident, right? Some guy an off-road thing, and the guy smashed, and he appears to be dead. Let's get an ambulance out there. I got the address.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I would think.
I've had the ambulance come for much less emergencies.
Much less emergencies. But
Yeah.
listen to what the 911 operator says.
The gate code is at the gate.
And what is your phone calling from? Okay, your phone is breaking up.
What is your phone that you're calling from? You guys don't have caller ID at 911? That I have caller ID. The 911 doesn't have caller ID? Why are you doing that? Why are you asking that question?
Maybe they're not qualified to do the job.
So here we go.
Go to. I know you're way out in the woods. It looks like from the thing, but I can't hear you. Can you repeat the phone number?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you better now. Yes.
In the ambulance.
Okay, I have not yet because I don't know what's going on. What is your?
He says send the ambulance. She says I have not yet sent the ambulance because I don't know what's going on. He already told you what's going on.
Is this recorded from his phone or from
No, this
her
is from
phone?
the 911 call.
This is the 911.
Oh, that's very strange.
He says send the ambulance. She says I haven't done it yet because I don't know what's going on. What is your name, sir?
My name is Kid.
Sir?
Send the ambulance now.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
I don't know.
Tell me exactly what happened. You're not taking a police report. You're supposed to be dispatching an ambulance.
Mm-hmm. So this sounds like someone very unqualified. Is he in the Detroit area by any chance?
So I don't know where this was. I know he lives in Nashville. He has a place in Nashville, so maybe he's out in the woods in Nashville.
Sounds like somebody not qualified to do their job. Answer the
So
phone.
listen to this.
There's a Polaris. My Polaris is off the driveway, and it looks to be my sister's dead.
Okay.
The body lay next to the front mud.
Okay, and I can't.
Take the last. I need a fucking ambulance.
Sir, I'm going to send you an ambulance, but I'm having a hard time hearing you. Your phone is breaking up badly. I heard you.
You already have his address. You already know there was an accident involving an ATV. He already told you that the person driving it looks like they're dead. Send the ambulance. This is mental making. Watch this.
Say your Polaris is out the
What
driveway.
part of send the ambulance don't you fucking hear? Send the goddamn ambulance now.
Sir,
No, I feel
you
the kid
yelling
rock,
at me is not going to help the situation. I'm just
Oh,
trying to
that's a
figure out what's
real
going on.
mid-manager. That's some real MTA toll booth etiquette. That's some, wow.
Can you believe
so she's
that?
having a little power trip on him is what she's
Yeah.
doing. Yeah. Wow. Well, sometimes you get, look, remember Chuck D? 911 is a joke.
So here, I'll play it without stopping.
What's the address of your emergency?
My assistant looks to be dead.
Okay.
From a Polaris accident.
Okay, I can. Your phone is breaking up really badly. Can you repeat the address?
3631 Night Drive.
Okay, and is this a house
The
apartment?
gate code is at the gate.
And what is your phone calling from? Okay, your phone is breaking up. Can you go to? I know you're way out in the woods. It looks like from the thing, but I can't hear you. Can you repeat the phone number?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you better now. Yes.
Send the ambulance.
Okay, I have not yet because I don't know what's going on. What is your name, sir?
Send the ambulance now.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
I don't know. There's a Polaris. My Polaris is off the driveway, and it looks to be my sister's dead.
Okay.
The body lay next to the front mud.
Okay. And I can't
take the last. I need a fucking ambulance.
Sir, I'm going to send you an ambulance, but I'm having a hard time hearing you. Your phone is breaking up badly. I heard you say your Polaris is out the
What
top.
part of send the ambulance? Don't you fucking hear? Send the goddamn ambulance now.
Sir, you yelling at me is not going to help the situation. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Okay?
That's very strange. Because he tells her the address and she says, okay.
The address. Yeah.
And she goes,
so
okay,
here,
but, yeah.
So here, some says EMTs are not allowed to enter an unsecured scene. The dispatcher needs to assess the situation in order to send the correct first responders. It's frustrating, but that's the procedure.
Yeah, there had to be something. So okay, do you remember the Chaz in Seattle?
Yeah.
And they were like, they ended up devolving into American society.
Right.
They shot someone, these morons in the Chaz. The EMT couldn't go in because they didn't want to let cops in. The EMT drivers are not allowed to be armed. Okay. Right. So if you don't let a cop in with them, they're not going in unarmed. And it's just like, you're killing them. No, morons. Your little setup killed them. Were you going to expect them unprotected to go in? When he gave that chick sounds like stupid on top of.
Yeah.
She
should have just said, I've already sent it. Now please give me the rest of it. You would think they would go, yes, I've already sent the ambulance. Please give me some more information so that I could relay to them as they're on their way.
But keep in mind, depending on where this is, and if it's Detroit or something, so that's where it's going to be a lot more callous with that than it would somewhere else.
Oh.
Of course it will be. I had a friend that was an EMT in Newark. The stuff he told me was so crazy. And this is in like the 90s.
So maybe this was Detroit and that's what
Yeah, he's from Detroit, Kid Rock.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, okay, that's why I'm told you the old rap song 911 is a joke, remember? And that was because in the hood it was a joke because there was a real problem of EMTs going in. My friend told me one time he was they were carrying a guy out who got shot. A dude walks up while they're carrying him, they go, excuse me, and just shoots the guy on the thing and walks away. That's how out of control. Yeah. And by the way, go Chicago, a bunch of places around America are like that currently.
Wow.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
So this guy, America's #1 handyman, he says this. I called EMS one time to report a wrong way driver on the freeway doing 80 miles per hour, probably drunk. I literally thought about just hanging up after answering the stupidest questions for literally 3 to 5 minutes straight. I don't get it. That happened to me once.
Yeah. Well, they get a midwit to get the job. Okay. And the instruction, you can understand where the instruction came from, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the human automaton who's sitting there, they're like, I just know I'm supposed to do this. And sometimes you get people that are like on it. And sometimes, you've had good and bad cashiers at McDonald's, right?
Yeah. Wouldn't you just tell the people I've dispatched the ambulance, but now I need some more information that I'm going to relay to them as they're on their way so they know what they're getting into.
I would train the stupid people I hired to do that. But if I didn't think of that, they're not going to think of it. This is Detroit.
Like you would think you would say that automatically instead of telling a guy to calm down who's in the middle of a death scene. Sir, you yelling at me is not going to help.
Okay, because she's on the phone.
Oh my God.
Wait, this is Detroit, okay? So guess what? You're nothing but death scenes on 911 all day.
Right.
When they're piling up, what do you think's going to happen? You're going to get real callous.
Yeah, that seemed pretty callous.
But imagine your whole day is people calling up and they just got stabbed or something.
Right.
So already death is not phasing you.
Yeah.
Kid Rock's kind of upset about what happened, rightly so.
Yeah.
But this lady listens to it all goddamn day, right?
Yeah.
So you're calling somebody that works all day. They haven't gotten the instructions to do anything but this. The system sucks. The system blows. It doesn't work.
How many is that? All right. So we're going to do one of these. So that's it for today.
That's a real optimistic ending for the show. Really?
We're going to do one of these locals, right?
Yeah. So it'll take me just about 5 minutes to get through this.
So Steph is going to read the rest of your super chats and your Rumble rants. And then we're going to do what is it called?
Locals.
We're going to do a locals.
Is this, where you swinging? I have a...
Where you get to ask questions.
Swing, Kurt, and know it.
And it's actually a pretty exclusive group we have on locals. It's only like 40 people or something.
Yeah.
So not many people.
It does. It sounds local.
It sounds very local. And this is what they get for their local. They get to ask questions for... Here, we're going to do a premium streamium on Friday. So premium streamiums are when you send in, if you're a premium member, You send in your questions. We're going to select 10 people, and then you get to come on Zoom with me and ask me face-to-face your questions, and you get to have a little chit-chat, right? Well, five?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whoa.
So that's good. All right, so we're gonna Kurt,
take a quick break.
KurtMetzgerComedy.com.
KurtMetzgerComedy.com.
All my coming Rick Bronson Club dates are on there. I have like a bunch of Rick Bronson clubs.
Oh, no kidding.
Look
I love
at
Rick
you.
Bronson.
Yeah, I love that. I have a great time at it.
We just played his club up in Edmonton, eh?
It's great. It's great. Great club.
That's a great club.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was great.
It was great. Staff liked us. That's always nice when the staff likes you.
It is.
Yeah. They said, my crowd was very happy.
You know what this stat? I shouldn't say what.
They were like, I wish you were here all weekend. That's remember that waitress said that. Wish you were here all weekend.
Yeah, I had
the crowd was so happy. They're happy.
There was staff telling me about this club I was at about what a piece of shit Michael Rappaport was to deal with. My buddy George Perez, they hated Michael Rappaport, and with good reason. He sucks.
Well, he sucks.
He's
not
what
funny.
they told me, I was like, wow, what a prick.
He was here a couple weeks ago in Los Angeles at Flappers. I almost went, but I knew if I went, I would have to use a lot of emotional energy to not say shit. So I just was like, I'd rather not.
Oh, I would put the energy into cutting remarks about him.
That's what I'm saying. But I would want to say him out loud.
Yeah, no, I do it in my set. I just put
No, but he was doing a headline set.
Ew, who would pay for tickets to see him?
Yeah,
People who don't know.
people who don't know, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure that day was booked before. Yeah.
Bye, guys.
All right, bye.
Okay.
Bye, buddy. All right, big screen camera 4 while Jimmy takes his exit.
Oh, no, it's Nashville.
The call was in Nashville. Okay.
So,
I'm sending you my titles.
so Kurt,
And Jimmy, right now, will you just speak with Malcolm to make sure what clips are priority?
all right.
I think that's a good time to do this while I'm doing this. What do you think?
I agree.
All right, I concur. Look at us producing, bitches. Making it happen. All right, well, Jimmy makes his way. Rocket says flyover states should be called emergency landing states from now on. Rocket. Thank you, Rocket. Jimmy, NVIDIA is one of the most important companies in the world now. Steve, all right, you can come back to Steph. Are you headed to contact in the desert this weekend to learn? He can do the reads when we come back. What does he need?
Yeah.
Grab him.
Okay.
Grab him. Are you headed to contact in the desert this weekend to learn more about the Tic Tacs? We'll see you there, Jimmy Dore fans, fomenting community. Thank you. Talk to Adam Green, Jimmy. This is exactly what he talks about. You need this, Jim. Well, thank you for the recommendation, WeAreChange. Paul Pelosi made millions from NVIDIA stock. The company Nancy visited in Taiwan makes semiconductors for NVIDIA. They make video cards for PCs. Stingray. Talk to Adam Green. We will WeAreChange. Thank you. Paul Pelosi. Yes, Stingray. Gotcha. Kurt's on fire tonight. College students fighting over illegally occupied land half a world away on illegally occupied land under their feet. Our college students are dumb as F. Eosh. My family had a big horse thieving operation in all the 13 colonies. They expanded it to highway robbery, but then got religion during the Second Great Awakening. Maybe Jimmy's got a point. Sparky, how do you know that history of your family? Some say Delaware was part of Pennsylvania, so there were 12 rather than 13 colonies. Either way, my family stole horses in all of them. Sparky, that's interesting. Hi, name is Chase. He was born to run. Jules Vega. Let's move this out of the way. All right. I sent my titles.
Yes.
Okay, great. Rocket, thank you again. Oh, hi, baby. Hi, sweetie. It makes you feel better. The electrical bonding of fuel tank is only to prevent the tank from exploding. A LATWA Flight 800. Sparky. Exorcisms aren't what you see in the movies. It's a real dry procedure that takes a very long time and commitment from all parties involved. Super interesting nonetheless. Please bring him on. John S., I think it's decided this will happen. I flew to Denver this month on an Airbus and came to your show at the Oriental with my 32-year-old son, his girlfriend, and one other friend. We had so much fun. Thank you for that. That show was fantastic. Read Bright Green Lines for Truth About Nature. You will love it. Back to Ohio. Thank you for the recommendation. We won't just be eating bugs. We'll be eating lab-grown meat, too. Woo.
I think Betsy found one of.
Oh, that's why she's going crazy right now?
Full of dirt.
Oh, yeah. Is it black?
Yeah, but it's a white thing.
Is it unrolling now? She hides them.
All right, here, let me.
Are you headed to? Oh, I read that. Jimmy Dore fans fomenting community.
Okay.
Please interview Jennifer Bialik. That's right. We will try to get that. All right, back to Jimmy.
Hey, in today's economic climate, many of us find ourselves facing the challenge of managing our monthly expenses. And high credit card interest rates could trap you in a cycle of debt with balances that persist month after month. I was one of those people at one point. Paying only the minimum each month means it could take years to become debt-free. Reach out to American Financing, a trusted partner in helping people achieve financial freedom. If you're a homeowner, they can tap into your home's equity and help you eliminate high-interest credit card debt. On average, their customers save $854 a month. That's equivalent to receiving $10,000 an annual raise. That's what you know what that means. The process is straightforward and it's quick. You could close your loan in as little as 10 days, and by acting today, you might not have to pay your next mortgage payment. It costs nothing to see how much you can save. This opportunity to regain control of your finances is too significant to ignore. Call 888-04-0303. That's 888-804-0303. Or visit AmericanFinancing.net/Jimmy. Do I have to read this?
No.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Jimmy, check out Adam Green from...
Oh, wait, this says here.
Oh, back to Jim.
The MLLS1824. What is that?
That's their NMS number.
Oh.
They have to put that on.
APR rates. Okay. So I don't say any of that stuff. That's not. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
At the bottom? Here.
I don't understand.
Oh, okay. All right.
Back to Steph. Okay, here we go. Jimmy, check out Adam Green from No More News. He will blow your mind. Vagarts. Thank you, Vagarts. Kurt, I fucking love you. Keep telling it like it is. Nonamaker. Jimmy, Vidya is one of the most important companies in the world now. Steve.
Really?
Talk about Richard Dreyfuss. He just said some pro-American things at a theater Q&A, and now the left are coming after him, calling him a racist and a homophobe. We will look for that, Bukhar.
You don't think he is?
Ashland was 2.5 hour show with meet and greet. Steph and Jimmy's act, so much fun. Great merch too, Jenny. Thank you, Jenny. Jimmy Dore needs to have Amanda Timpson on the show. Thank you for the recommendation.
I don't know who that is.
I know, right? Amanda Timpson. Hey, can I just remind you that when you make a recommendation for a guest, if you gave us a link, it'll make it go faster and easier for our team. Latest conspiracy theory, Boeing's malfunctions are a ploy. If Trump wins, his plane is a Boeing, so they can take it out and blame Boeing, and everyone will accept it due to the ongoing issues. Manajan. Please look up Adam Green from No More News, Jim. He will explain Trump's role. Check out No More News. You need this, Jim. Vagarts. Thank you so much. No More News. Jimmy, you must speak with Adam Green. He will explain to you Trump. He has a show called No More News. If you talk to him, everything will finally make sense to you. I promise. You must hear him, Jim.
Hey, I'm going to go check out No More News.
No More News, Vagarts. The establishment is angry at people because we're for Trump and not one of their picks, so they're punishing the people by crippling us financially. It's all about hurting us for not submitting. Brock. Thank you, Brock. It's like these talking heads never talked to immigrants before. How sheltered are these ivory tower fuckwads? $1 Million Trooper. Let's sing a song for the whistleblowers. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. Chili Pop. Thank you, Chili Pop. Turkey-based, why do they keep calling the Kingdom of Jerusalem Israel and Palestine? Jimmy is the most hip and self-aware old guy I know. Just kidding. Love you, Jimmy.
Feelings.
You lefty. Turkey-based
Hurts
her.
my feelings. I hope you're happy.
Ristos, if you make it to Darwin, we will call you Jimbo Dore, LOL. Ristos. Polly says, I love your show, Jimmy, and Kurt, you are the best, Polly. Benjamin, had a blast seeing you two in Athens. We love to have you two back down again. Now, we just need to get Kurt down here. By the way, we aren't all unemployed, 40 years old down here, Jimmy. Much love. All right, Benjamin. Philly Jimmy. Jimmy, have you thought maybe that the people have flipped or been co-opted like AOC West and Bernie? Jill Stein have been replaced by lizard people. Alex Jones talks about Philly. Absalon Jones, thank you, Absalon. Joey, we must stop worrying about third parties, just like we stopped trying to take over the Democrat or Republican Party. We need the Black Panthers model. Joey.
Oh, yeah.
Boom, Joey. Rubberto, Jim, does Oliver make your gaydar stand up? Matt Murphy, Chase Oliver, an openly gay former Democrat who in 2022 forced a runoff in the race for a U.S. Senate seat in Georgia. Thank you, Matt, for that hot tip. Jimmy, Kurt, or Steph need to point out to Trump that Syrian gas attacks and Skripal poisoning were hoaxes, so he knows not to listen to the CIA or other Five Eyes intel services in case he gets elected. Sparky, thank you for that note. It was great meeting you both in Athens Saturday night. Awesome show. Thanks again, Algorithm. Thank you for that. Okay, so I will share, Sandra, I will share your delicate interview notes that you shared with me with Jimmy, okay, regarding who should be in the room and being respectful. Kirp is describing Napoleon syndrome. Regarding Israeli stereotype is there all named Ben. Octagon. Hi, can't wait to see you again, this time in Grand Rapids. I hope you can do a meet and greet. Kelly, thank you, Kelly. And again, Sandra, I will share your hot tip of how to interview respectfully The Exorcist. Thank you again. Much appreciated. When the Atlanta 1996 Olympic bomber called 911 to give 30 minutes notice, a similar thing happened with the dispatcher because she said she needed the address for Olympic Park. Wow. Did not know that, Sparky. Thank you for that. Let's see this one just in. Can you please confirm if it's the case that despite having a monthly subscription to JD's show, you still need to pay to access Locals? Previously, I heard others. No, Locals is separate. Locals is separate. Locals is separate. So we prefer that people go and join on our website for our premium streamium this Friday. All right. That's my recommendation, Jones. Thank you for that. And then we have, hi, can't wait to see you again, this time at Grand Rapids. Kelly, thank you, Kelly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 10,000 of you stuck around. Okay, I'm wrapped. Go ahead and do something nice for someone tonight or tomorrow. We'll be back on Wednesday, and in about a couple minutes, we'll be on Locals. Adios.
transcends. Well, let me tell you. If I were Rabbi Shmuley and diddle 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 digga digga diddle diddle dum, all day long I'd diddle little bums. If I were a Shmuley man, I'd peddle all my dildos, dreidel dildos, selling dildos with my daughter and her mum. If I were a Jewish Shmuley man, I'd be digging with a dildo in my bum. I'd wear a grotesque nose and go grab some goyim right on the nipple with a pinch. A Shabbos lap dance brace for the youngest mensch.
At this time, more than any other time, you know, revolution is necessary. It is necessary. Not only based on what has happened with the MOVE organization, you know, the babies that have been murdered, you know, MOVE adults that have been murdered, bombs being dropped on us, but past that to what is happening with all black people, so-called minority people, you know, money poor people. You know, this government, as has been said earlier, has waged war on us. But you know, something about us, particularly here in America, we don't really understand that. You know, we don't really know what war is. You know, for black people, for poor people, that people see as good, that they wasn't forced to do, that they didn't do to try to keep black people appeased, you know, and calm down so that black people wouldn't riot. A prison situation is a crystallized example of that. You can make phone calls in prison. They have movies in prison, but they don't have those things because they just want to be nice to prisoners. They have those things because they know damn well if they don't have, you know, people being able to contact their family, if they don't have, you know, facilities for people to sit there and watch movies, people are going to be frustrated, upset, and they're going to direct that frustration at them prison administrators, and they're going to have riots on their hands. You know, they're going to have people in them prisons turning them prisons out. That's why they have movies. That's why they have access to phones the way they do. And a stop to it when we don't like it, or encouraging it when it's something that's in our interest. You know, we have to call the shots. The people have to take the reins of this system and start dictating, you know, what we need, what needs to be done. And, you know, taking the initiative to do it ourselves. We can't rely on this system. I mean, you know, don't people see what's happening? Every single confrontation that MOVE people have been involved in, every single issue, you know, oppression, economic issues, every single issue facing our people, you know, is something that can be dealt with very, very simply. All people got to do is make their wishes known. All people have to do is stand up and say, listen, we're not accepting that. Unity is the key. Unity is the key to revolution. Revolution ain't nothing to be afraid of. It ain't nothing to shy away from. Revolution, contrary to what officials, you know, this system and those backing the officials running this system, you know, want people to believe that revolution means violence, you know, means blood in the street. I'm saying it can get to that point, but it don't have to be violent. You know, when people come together and take a strong stand on an issue, this government don't have no choice but to listen. Where you think they get their authority from? They don't have no power, but they do have authority to do certain things. Where you think they get it from? They get it from us, from the people. You know, they get it from us accepting the things that they do to be done to stop it. Then you have some people who want to then turn around and say, yeah, well, you know, it's the best we have, and want to make excuses. The time for excuses is over. It's over. You know, every man, woman, and child has to be involved in this revolution. Not only has to be, but is.
whether you want to be or not. I mean, our babies gave their lives for this revolution on May 13th. You know, men, women, and children were murdered. And not just move babies, you know. What about all of the young men, women, you know, children 8, 9 years old shot down on the street by cops, you know, by drug pushers? I mean, you know, where do you think that mentality comes from? It comes from this system, from the mentality of this system of getting over, you know, making a quick buck, you know. I'm saying that's where that needs to be done to stop it. Then, you know, what I want people to really, really understand is that it's past time. It is past time for poor people, black people, you know, to realize that this system has failed you. It has failed you. You can't get nothing from it. And what people got to do is withdraw our support from it and start doing for ourselves. That's what we got to do. You know, how long are people going to sit back and beg, you know, this government to do what's right when for hundreds of years all you've gotten is a slap in the face? All you've gotten is this government kicking your ass. That's all. That's all black people have ever gotten from this government.
Hey, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there for more AM Joy and the rest of MSNBC. And click on any of the videos right here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. And you can get more videos from MSNBC for free every day with our newsletter. Just visit